Welcome to the courtroom. Let me introduce you to everyone. This is the bailiff. It is their responsibility to address the jury, be the spokesperson for the jury also. This is the judge. They are in charge. They hold order in the court. This is the defence. It is their responsibility to defend the client on trial. This is the prosecution. It is their job to prove that the person on trial is guilty. In court, you'll find many witnesses. It is their job to give evidence to help the jury make their verdict. You are the jury. It will be your responsibility to listen to all that has to be said today, and for you to come up with the decision to whether this person is guilty or innocent. The trial is about to begin, so please enter the court.
All rise for His Majestic Honour, the Judge.
Please be seated.
Your Honour, on trial today we have this man. His defence, JC Attorneys. The prosecutor is from FOL.
Thank you, Prosecutor. If you'd like to take the stand and make your opening statement.
This man is on trial today guilty of living a life without consequence, living life without taking responsibility for any of his actions. He's done an endless list of wrongs according to the law.
Objection, Your Honour.
On what grounds?
Your Honour, the prosecution says that this man, my client that is before us all, has done a great deal of wrong, but the charge sheet is here in front of me.
Very well, prosecution, continue, but please stick to the facts.
Well, okay. This man has done an endless list of wrongs and has never accepted any responsibilities for any of his actions. Jury, please entertain the notion for a moment that we all lived in a world without consequence. What would that look like? I mean, it sounds intriguing at first, doesn't it? You could eat whatever you want, calories wouldn't count, drive as fast as you want, you wouldn't get tickets, just warnings, stay up as late as you want, forget about work the next morning, you wouldn't be told off, it wouldn't matter. You wouldn't even need to work, someone would just give you the money.
Please get to the point.
Well, in theory, the notion of a consequence-free world sounds great. But in reality, that's probably not a place you want to live. This means people could hurt others, start wars, enslave people, lie, cheat and steal, and never be punished. Your good book says such things. And this man has done every one of them and has not suffered any of the consequences. Therefore, he is guilty, and the punishment has to be death.
Order, order, thank you. JC, your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honour. The prosecution are right in saying that this man has done great wrongs. This man has not received the consequences for his actions. But, Your Honour, I've been called to defend this client, and as important as consequences are to hold us responsible for what we say and for what we do, they also serve another critical role. Consequences help us to learn from our mistakes and enable us to make better decisions. Members of the jury, if we were to sentence this man before us today for the consequences of his actions, he will have no second chance ever to make a better life or better choices for himself.
Thank you, defence. I understand your concerns, but the law is clear. A consequence must be served. Do you have any other statements?
No, Your Honour, but what I do know is that my client before you all today is actually really sorry for his actions, but desires a second chance to change and make a better life for himself.
Objection! The law is the law. A sentence must be passed.
Yes, thank you. But do we have any witnesses to come to the stand?
Yes, I'd like to call my first witness to the stand.
Do you promise to tell the truth, the full truth, so help you?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Proceed.
You've been observing this person for some time now, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. I have seen this man do terrible things.
Perhaps you could explain what you've seen.
This man has been doing wrong from a very early age. At the age of 5, he started by taking someone else's toy and wouldn't give it back.
Jury, please take into account that this man has stolen. Continue.
Age 7, he ate a whole pack of donuts without asking if anyone wanted any.
Agreed.
At age 13, this man got into a fight with another and walked away, leaving him injured.
Wrath and anger, Jury.
This man later on showed jealousy when others were doing better than himself. He was never kind.
Jealousy, you say?
Yes, and it doesn't stop there. This man decided he wanted so much of what the others had, he just took it for himself.
Lustful and more stealing.
Later in life, this man decided that he didn't have to work for what he wanted. Oh no, he could just take it. He's lazy, he steals, he's good for nothing, and he uses others.
He's lazy! He's a sloth!
Yes, all he has ever desired is money, and he doesn't care how he gets it. He's lied, he's cheated, he's stolen, he's even killed, and he boasts when doing so.
Would you say this man is full of pride?
Objection, Your Honour. My client recognises that he has done wrong, and he is truly, truly sorry for that wrong that he has done.
That may be so, but can we have the witness answer, please? Please continue.
This man is full of pride. Nobody who cheats, starts wars, enslaves, can ever change.
So this man, to your account, is greedy, a glutton, full of anger, full of pride, has seen what others want and taken it for himself. He is a man full of envy, lazy, doesn't work hard, only cares about himself, and has no regard for others.
Yes, that's right. He has done every wrong there is.
No further questions.
Thank you. Does the defence have any witnesses?
Yes, Your Honour. Please can you confirm for the jury how you know my client?
Yes, of course. It's been my duty to watch over this person.
So you would have seen many of my client's actions then?
That's correct.
And all you've heard today, would you agree to these claims?
I'm not excusing all the actions of this man, but this man certainly has some good in him.
And how have you come to that conclusion?
Well, I believe that many of these circumstances are a result of being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Bad choices that have been made, but many are accidents too.
Objection! This man must be held accountable for his actions.
Yes, silence in court. Now that's quite enough. If you interrupt me again, I will hold you in contempt of court. Sorry, please continue.
You were telling us how this man has made some bad mistakes and some awful choices.
That's right, Your Honour, but I believe this man was aware that he was doing wrong. Some of the claims suggest that he's done wrong without any remorse, but that is not true. This man has put under great pressure and temptation. I've seen him commit crimes and been full of remorse afterwards. He struggles with both the good and bad within him, but he so wishes to be a different and a better person.
Your Honour and jury, please note that this witness has said that this man is truly, truly sorry for his crimes. But this man before us has shown nothing but utter remorse for the wrong that he has done. And I believe from the bottom of my heart that he is truly sorry and he actually does deserve a second chance.
But the law states there are no second chances. Every wrong action must be punished.
Yes, thank you. I'm sorry, son, but the prosecution is absolutely right. The law is clear. If someone does something wrong, there must be consequences for those actions. Jury, taking everything you've heard into account, and bearing in mind that the law says that when someone has done something wrong, there must be consequences for their actions, have you reached a verdict on this man?
Yes, Your Honour. If I could ask the jury to hold up their verdict cards.
Well, it leaves me with no choice in the matter but to pass judgment on this man. On the counts of wrong actions, thoughts and behaviour, I find you guilty.
Wait!
What is the meaning of this, son?
Please, Your Honour, please just grant me one more chance to defend my client. I believe there actually is another way.
Objection! The jury have passed their verdict. This man is guilty!
Dad, I know how much you love this guy too. Listen, can you remember on the 6th day when you created mankind, you looked down and you went, gosh, this is good.
Yes, I remember. But this man has turned his back on doing good.
But please remember, Dad, what I said. This guy before us, he's genuinely sorry for what he's done and he just wants a second chance.
Yes, but regardless, the law is the law.
I'm fully aware of what the book says. Remember, I was there when you wrote it, and I'm fully aware of what it says and what it demands. It demands there has to be consequences for the wrong that mankind has done. We were there, we did it together.
So, what do you propose?
Please note, jury, the man before you, my client, has done so many wrong things. I have his charge sheet before me, and I even have his defence notes before me. Please, jury, please note, I have my client's defence notes before you, and I have tried desperately to come up with some defence, and I have struggled. As you can see, there is nothing before you. I agree with the prosecution and your good selves that my client, sadly, is guilty by the full weight of the law.
Exactly! Guilty!
Son, where are you going with this?
Well, Your Honour, I have nothing to offer to this man, except I've never actually done anything wrong.
Yes, I know this, son.
All I want to offer to this man is love and protection and an opportunity for a second chance.
Okay, yes, I understand your concern, but I must stay true to our word. The law is clear.
Well, Your Honour, what if I was to take these defence notes? My client's defence notes are completely blank, Your Honour. I'm going to place these before you. And if I was to take the record of wrongs of my client before you and place them on top of these defence notes.
Son, where are you going with this?
We all agree there has got to be consequences for this man's actions.
Yes.
What if I was to take this guy's punishment?
Objection! Objection!
For the last time, you be quiet. But you've never done any wrong.
Hey, Dad, I'll tell you what, let me take the punishment for this guy's wrongdoing. Let me take that, because, you know, we both love them to bits, and surely they deserve a second chance.
I agree. Jury, please note the defence is willing to bear the punishment for this man's wrongs.
And so, with a heavy heart, I find mankind free on all charges, and I find you, my son Jesus Christ, guilty of every wrong that mankind has ever done, is doing, or ever will do.
No! Don't believe it!
Mankind, as you can see, the charges against you have been dropped. You are free to go. Jesus, my son, I find you guilty of mankind's wrongs, and I sentence you to death.
And so, Jesus was sentenced to death, to take the punishment for all of mankind's wrongs. But the story does not end there. For 3 days later, he came back to life and shared all he had done with his friends. That with him dying, so have all the wrongs that we've ever done and ever will do. And in order to be forgiven, all we need to do is ask and look to him. Shortly after Jesus had shared with some the good news that he was alive, he ascended into heaven to join his Father, God, the Judge. Soon people started telling others, until soon the news travelled across the world. And now, all over the earth, many celebrate this event that Jesus did with an occasion called Easter. It's a time to stop and remember the unconditional love of God that he showed for us by sending his son Jesus into this world, who there died for us so that we may be free of the wrong things we've done and have a relationship with God. So to all, have a very happy Easter.